You know this number?
No, man, it came up as like an unknown number or something.
Oh, okay, okay. Hey, you know this is simply a fan and a love call this time, right?
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, because
All right.
nobody has anything to really promote, and I saw what song you're putting out as a single, and you know that's my favorite Jake Owen song of all time of the last couple years, and so that was what this all was about. I just want to talk about it so I could get a reason to play it on the show again.
Well, that's awfully nice of you, Bobby. I appreciate that, buddy.
That's what I've grown a lot in quarantine. That's right.
That's good, man. I've grown a lot as well. This is actually, I know it's a sad time for a lot of people, but it's been pretty prosperous for me. But this Made for You thing, man, is super. We're all super fired up about it because everybody kept asking if we were going to get to it, and I just see what it does to people instantly when they hear it and they listen to those lyrics. So, I hope that the radio gives a 4-minute long ballad a chance. I love it.
I have a story about it. Whenever you and I were doing a charity event together, you just randomly played it. You were like, the song's not out anywhere yet. It's about to be. And you played it, and you kept going with your show. And we were talking after the show, and that was the song that I was like, hey, dude, you know that song you played about song 7? I was sitting by myself, and I got a little emotional. And ever since then, I've held onto it in my heart, Jake.
Well, man, I'm glad that it does a little something to you. And hopefully it'll do the same to other people out there. It's really cool, speaking of doing events like that, and I know the story's been told, but I was sitting next to Michael Ray at St. Jude about a year or so ago and played it, and he heard it and was like, man, will you sing that at my wedding? And I sang it for him and Carly at their wedding. So it's been a really interesting song, the way that song really connects to people in such an intimate way in their life and their love story. And so I'm proud to have one more that hopefully will connect with people.
We're going to play Made for You now. We'll come back more Jake Owen in a second. We'll talk to him a little more, but I wanted to play this song first. I love it. Made for You from Jake Owen, Bobby Bone Show. Well, what are you doing all day, every day now?
I've taken care of all the things that I really wanted to do by being home. First and foremost, and most importantly, is be a dad. My little girl will be a year old in another couple weeks, and for the first year of her life, a lot like Pearl, my first daughter, I'm gone a lot, and these are really formative parts of her life, and I got to be around her, and I've been, just doing yard work around my farm, and I've been writing tons of songs, which is really nice. I think there's a whole new way with the whole online Zoom thing. I will tell you, thanks to you, man, I've had a blast with my family and my friends, most importantly, my little girl, Pearl, who's back home in Florida, who I just hadn't seen in a while because of all this, and so the other day, I've been doing nightly trivia with her over Zoom, like you've done, and thanks to you helping me out with that, it's been great, and I've taken it to another level, man, sound effects, and she loves it, and all of her friends love it. So I got all these little first graders on doing elementary school trivia, so it's cool. So thanks for that, man. You've really helped me elevate my my game as a dad.
A question that Amy and I were talking about. By the way, Jake Owen is on with us. If you have to fill out an application, not for a job, but maybe at a new doctor or anywhere you have to fill out, and they say, what is your occupation? What do you put down? Do you put down country star?
I just always put self-employed.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Self-employed.
Yeah. Or they're just or actually, no, I take that back, because if it says employer, I always write self-employed. But if it says occupation, I always mostly put just entertainer. I'll be honest, I think I'm an okay songwriter. I think I'm an okay singer. I think I'm a okay guy. But one thing I think I'm pretty decent at, and is that I've always been able to entertain people well, whether it's on a stage or whether it's at my own house, or I just enjoy making people feel good. And so yeah, I write down entertainer.
Okay, Homemade went number 1 a few weeks ago. Your 8th number 1. I'm going to let you tell me a little something about that. But before you tell me, I just want to say this. You are my favorite guest on this show. I say it when you're not on. I say it when you're on. I'm just telling you one final time. I like to tell you every time. I believe if you feel something, you should say it. You are my favorite guest on this show. Now, that being said, tell us about Homemade before we play it here.
You're my sunshine too, man. I appreciate that. I'll tell you about Homemade. I feel like I'm a homemade guy. I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for the morals and values of my family, and most importantly, my grandparents, who I made the video about. For those out there that haven't seen it, check it out. This is really, really in line with their love story. It's really fulfilling. So having another number 1 song isn't just having another number 1 song. It's another part of my life and something I'm proud of. And I thank you guys for that as well. So,
well, good to
thanks,
talk
man.
to you. I'm going to play Homemade again. Played Made for You. I hope you have a good few weeks. I'm sure I'll talk to you soon. Let me know if you need anything.
All right, man. I appreciate it. Say hey to Amy and everybody for me.
All right, well, dude. See you later.
See ya.